wine. Me mind you shake to behind. I'm in a dancing mood, girl, and I'm feeling good. This is my favorite tune. Put on your dancing shoes. Gonna make you feel so good tonight, girl. Gonna make you feel alright.
Came to rock at this party, 'cause I can make you feel alright. So I'm gonna rock your body, I get straight through the night. Oh, you want this party? Oh, you want it now? So we gonna rock your body, 'cause I'm gonna make you mine tonight.
Let's go! Oh! Let's go! Dance, now everybody move. Now everybody shake.
Oh yeah, everybody dance now. It is TrendingSA.
It's crazy.
You may have a seat,
Oh,
sweetheart.
I'm sorry. I was just observing protocol.
Nice colors. Welcome to TrendingSA, live on SABC3. We're streaming on TrendingSA.tv, and we're also streaming on Facebook as well. So as always, please get in touch with us on Twitter and on Facebook using our hashtag #on3. Now, let me introduce to you the squad. I know you have that thing. You must bring it next time. Eh? First, on the extreme far right, Cosmo's sexiest love doctor, Dr. Musam Tombele.
Dude, I wish you guys understood how cool this t-shirt is. A friend of mine got me this shirt. Right?
I'm so happy. That's so
I was wearing this t-shirt with my Harry Potter slops, but that's platform 9 3/4. Like,
Are you quite new to Harry Potter?
no, it's forever, but
Okay.
it's a thing.
Oh, that's why you're in the makeup room for so long, because they have to cover up your,
My, yeah.
Oh, is he going to call
You got
himself
it.
Harry?
But yeah, end of a wonderful weekend. But yeah, that's
And congratulations on all of your studying and all of your
What are you
things that you're
studying
doing.
for?
Exams.
Are you going to become an accountant now?
No, it's like part 1 specialist exams because I'm
Nice.
specializing. So
How many zeros do you add to your check after this exam?
they
Let's
minus
get into
the zeros.
what is on the timeline tonight.
Listen, tonight on my timeline, I'll be looking at the hashtag that is weird South African names. And another hashtag that was popping on the timeline over the weekend, that was hashtag 2008 versus 2018, where teams shared their glow-up journey and look back at the past 10 years.
I love it. Now, right next to me is the most feisty, the biggest heart, and the most files. This is Miss Goody Roberts!
Hello, darlings. Hello, darlings. Hello, darlings. It's just Cootie Robs. Ooh.
Mama.
Lipstick on my teeth.
But I mean, this dress.
Yeah, no, Lindani's doing the most. He's showing off.
And then, like, can we have your body secrets?
Just basically just perv over other people's men and you will look like that.
Whoa.
Ha, ba, ba.
Not sound
Listen,
healthy.
if that diet really worked.
It worked. It worked.
Anyway, what's on your timeline, Sis Goody?
Just okay. Tonight on my timeline was the hashtag RIP Ifilma singer.
Oh, man.
South Africa mourned the passing of yet another legend.
Okay, so on my left, our sister with all of the associations, the dukes, and the brand new name, Tumanina. Hey, Steph!
But,
Oh,
baby girl.
baby girl.
Shoo.
Oh my gosh, my friend, I'm so happy for you.
Thanks. I'm thin. So on my timeline tonight, I'm going to be tackling the ANC manifesto that spawned major debate because of a certain picture that went viral over the weekend. Although I would have preferred that picture of me went viral because
hard.
I looked outstanding.
You know what the thing is?
And very weird as well. I don't know what expression that is on my face.
It is exquisite. You look like a supermodel.
We know you very well.
Yes.
And we know from whence you come. So this is like, my heart's just exploding. You look fantastic.
Long live Nina Hasty, long live.
Long live when I'm
Sure,
more.
this girl, Congolose.
Congolose.
And hello,
Good for you,
everybody.
girl.
I'm back after a small hiatus. My name is Fabi Mulori. Hello, everybody.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, a massive shout out to my beautiful brother who for passing his last exams, we got him a camera.
Nice.
So now he's the official camera
For TrendingSA.
Well, for me, but
Include us,
I'll be
Nana.
here. And then at Designed You, they make these cool like picture things. So yeah, it was just fun to do that.
Lovely.
Can I tell you about tonight's MC and guest? All right, so he is a sexy young daddy. Sorry, it's what it says in the script.
He's loving it.
But when you meet him, you'll agree. He's an Afro soul musician and a former Idols contestant back in 2015. Ladies and gentlemen, Lungisa Xhamela is in studio! Yes! Absolutely. Listen, I showed the people who were doing my nails today, and they're like, oh, I can't wait. So, Palisa, I hope you are watching because he is going to be here. Send in any of your comments, your questions for Lungisa, or anything else that you'd like with the hashtag #TsaOn3, and we will BRB, babies.
Girl, you got me speeding, yeah. Doing 240 on Lucky Ekbe. With it top down, all the shit, bio. Hey, da, no do, gra, no do. You know they call me. Fella,
I'm living my life.
Versace, yeah. Fella in Versace. Fella in Versace. Fella in Versace, yeah. Big shot, superstar, punisher, finisher, Colacare, bodyguard. You want more like Oliver. Big shot, superstar, punisher, finisher. Like two Baba, ready set, don't bruise my heart, delicate. I saw you standing there. Is the flashing lights gonna make me lose my way? Mail, this a baby, yeah. Benny's in the 18 every year. All my G's in the every year. I'm #1 in a million. Yeah, like a fish and chips. From the north to the southwest and east, South Africa. Yeah, tada. She gon' blow my cheeks. Fella in Versace. Mandela in a Rari. Rubber bands, where you get them from? Motherland, M-Sons. Yeah, jiggy, heavy. All the girls love me, oh, like money. Call me jiggy, heavy. All eyes on me. Machiavelli, girl, you got me speeding, yeah. Doing 240 on Lucky Ekbe. With it top down, no do, gra. You be drinking and the dirty money stinking. Girl, you got me speeding, yeah. Doing 240 on Lucky Ekbe. With it top down, all the shit, bio. Hey, da, no do, gra, no do. You know they call me Fella in Versace. Fella in Versace. Fella in Versace, yeah. Fella in Versace. Fella in Versace. Fella in Versace, yeah. Ooh, Nana, don't stress. I'm just looking out for your breasties. Me and this squad been besties. Tell me which blood clot boy won't test me, cause I came a long way. Now I'm flexing, I can tell you watch me.
Opulence. Welcome back. This is TrendingSA on SABC3. Hey, listen, thank you so much for all of the love that you give us. Streaming live on TrendingSA.tv as well as streaming on Facebook as well. We see you, we hear you. So let's have a look at what you've been saying about us on Facebook. All right, Ta says, guess who's back with the golden black? Hot as hell. Look at dance now. It's about me.
Mama.
The ever so gorgeous Papa Lo with Sis Nomagula Roberts. Namani Nagazi Hasty. And Megabytes, the son of Gigabytes.
Hey!
Musa Wenkosi Tokosisi. Gigabam Tombeni. Do you want to read the rest of it? Itin.
Ndiyaninqanywa kanjani onomnqushwana basekasi bundles of joy niyonwabisa kakhulu mani
Wow, a
kaloku.
praise poem. An
We love
entire.
Do we have another one? So this one's from Bilo saying, we ain't watching TsA on 3 anymore unless you guys tell us what you drinking, Intlek.
Ombothi is in this cup.
Yeah.
The tears of our haters.
Yeah.
I'm just drinking water, sorry.
Yeah.
We're all drinking water.
No.
It really is water.
It really is
but it
water.
actually really is the tears of our haters.
So you can continue sharing your comments and posts at TrendingSA on 3. That's what we're called on Twitter. And TrendingSA is our name on Instagram and on Facebook. So let's get into the show. So Skuli, you have this weekend's first update.
Mntasekhaya, indaba ezibuhlungu. Sad news already. Sad news coming from the weekend. The untimely passing of soccer legend Philemon Chipa Masinga. The president of SAFA announced his death yesterday. Unfortunately, Masinga succumbed to cancer at the age of 49. Messages of condolences poured in from both fans and peers of the soccer player. Let's take a look at some of them. Eyoqala is from UBBK. Yes, UBBK ubareng uthi Philemon Chipa Masinga. You went out on the 13th of January, the day on which you scored the opening goal of that 3-0 victory in the first match of the 1996 Africa Cup of Nations.
Amazing.
A baobab has fallen. R.I.P. Chipa Masinga. Mark Fish says, again, I will write with tears in my eyes, my friend, teammate, and brother. I shall miss you, mourn you, but most importantly, I shall always love you. Thank you, love you, and I am so grateful for all that you gave me. R.I.P. And the New York Rebellas from Upeni McCarthy, my tribute to Chibadilno Masinga for paving the way for me and what he did for SA football. Legend, may your soul rest in peace. Gone, but most definitely not forgotten.
Can we have a look at this video?
Let's look at the video.
This is epic.
McAllister crossing chance, steps inside, good ball, Masinga, goal. Clinical. Tackled by Winterburn. Back in that midfield area to be won again, and Leeds do win it. Oh, and Masinga's chasing towards goal, and this has got to be 1-0, and it is. Leeds ahead. Long, and it's not a bad ball at all because Masinga's after it again. Been a constant threat to Arsenal in this game. And he's wading into the box again, he's got round 2. Oh, and the keeper's missed it. Masinga, he scored. 2-0. Now Masinga on the left flank. Gets away from his marker with a bit of pace. He's found speed in there. Speed returns the favour, Masinga. Great goal. Excellent finish.
Excellent finish, Tatawetu. These were the goals that he scored when he was playing for Leeds. Uputi's professional football career was distinguished by many, many glorious moments on the pitch. He made his debut for the national team in 1992, and he went on to represent South Africa in 58 international games, scoring 18 goals. He was best remembered for his long strike against Congo in 1997, which ensured Bafana's qualification into the World Cup, which was to be the first for the country. Nice one, Putwam. At the local level, Uchipa, as he was better known by his fans, played for various local teams. Eventually, he was poached by the English Premiership League team, Ulanduza Leeds United, which he joined in 1994, becoming the first South African to play in the Premier League. Nice one, Puto. He went on to score 11 goals with Leeds. Nice one. And then in 2001, he joined an Abu Dhabi soccer club where he scored 130 goals in 253 matches. I don't know where the rest of the team was, before eventually hanging up his boots in 2002. We are TrendingSA. Would like to send our deepest condolences to Philemon Masinga's family and his friends. His legacy will never be forgotten, especially his glorious goal that led South Africa to qualify for the Soccer World Cup for the first time, as we know. Rest in peace, our legend.
You know, people sometimes have a lot of opposing opinions about naming and renaming things, but there should be a Philemon Masinga Soccer Academy. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, that is just absolutely legendary. Rest in peace. Now, Sis Skuli, thank you very much. Nina, you have more updates from your very busy weekend, girl.
Listen, Wait, sorry, just give me that thing again. Just tell me, I have updates for you or something like that?
From your very, very busy weekend, girl.
That's right, Parveen. I've been looking forward to saying that
We're
the whole of 2019. We're back. That's right, Parveen.
They have been begging you as well, though.
So listen, on to another hashtag. Was the ANC manifesto, all right? ANC 107, the oldest liberation movement in Africa. The African National Congress launched its election manifesto this weekend at the Moses Mabhida Stadium in Durban. It also coincided with the party's annual January 8th statement, and there was a lot to celebrate. However, it was a picture of media personality Nomzamo Mbata and Kwaito artist Arthur Mofokati from the event that took center stage on the social medias. Now, the picture, this particular picture caused frenzy all over Twitter, people sharing their thoughts on the controversial selfie. Let's see what you guys had to say about the thing, and we certainly have our own opinions as well. So it starts off with D Event Plan, who says, I don't think she knows very well the responsibility of an activist. You feel it in your blood. This thing of I was in a hurry and didn't think is baseless. Her blood should have boiled the moment Arthur touches her. Hashtag Nomzamo. Okay, we'll address that just now. Anele Mda says, so who are you guys angry with? If your anger is directed at Nomzamo, you are missing the point. The problem here, who deliberately wanted a PR is none other than Arthur, and he opportunistically waited for an awkward moment to put Nomzamo in a corner. Chill and sit down, Nomzamo is us.
Is us, eh? Pounced on. She's us.
So Cece weighs in and says, I love Nomzamo Mbata and I think she's a queen and I stand. But, a social activist never takes off their activist hat. This tweet is not for me.
Isn't it?
It's for the young woman that will bump into this and continue to be silent because you choose to be polite to an abuser. Heartbreak. Sure. Nontle Shandu says, I'm ready to catch a block, but I'm very disappointed in you, sis. I was rooting for you, Yazi. Nomzamo Asutle. What? Awusahleki next to that woman beater. Yo, hi, Sisi. There you're laughing next to that man. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know, more events came out of that. Nomzamo actually responded to that last tweet and she apologized about the picture. If you haven't seen it, let's read it to you now. Nomzamo says, I'm cringing with you. I was walking past, post the concert, looking for my manager, when he, Arthur, greeted and whipped out his phone for a picture. Being polite, I absent-mindedly obliged. I'm definitely not a fan, and I'm sorry I wasn't present enough to say F off, no thanks.
So management also released a press statement apologizing for the incident, and but I'm more interested in your opinions, fellow hosts, with this entire situation. Well, Musa, what do you think?
So I think Nomzamo is a soft target for a lot of people. She is the smart, beautiful, getting money, chasing her dreams, achieving all of her goals girl. And if you don't like her, she becomes an easy target because you feel like she's not wholeheartedly a believer or a doer of things, whatever that may be.
Okay, so anything she does, people want to poke.
You always want to poke a hole in, you know what I'm saying? So with this, I feel like it's the same thing. There are many people that were at this event. I'm sure this is picture number 700 that Arthur took that day and posted in the same fashion, but the only person that's being put against the wall in this scenario is Nomzamo by herself, because she is a said activist, when we should all be activists against gender-based violence. But she's the one that's being highlighted here. So I think the main issue here is that it's just Nomzamo being a soft target and people just need to get off her back.
I completely agree with the handsome doctor there. I think that it's unfair to single her out when so many other people continued to take selfies with Ulanduza Uthu Arthur. Like this tweet here by Uvuyo. This is what he said. I agree with him. Uthu Uvuyo, not a single black man has been dragged for this past weekend, but Nomzamo must suffer the wrath of online activists. Guys, Bambini. Also, in addition, I think women tend to freeze when confronted by an alleged sexual predator. I know that when strange things happen to you, you do freeze. And that woman might have said, "Bahai, she's laughing." How do you know that's laughter? That could be nervousness.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know what women go through.
So I don't often speak on this personal a level, but I've been in situations like that in my professional life, right, where I've had to sit across from a alleged or even convicted sexual perpetrator, an abuser, done an interview. On this very show, I've had to sit on this panel with someone who'd done that to me. And the questions that go through your mind when you are a successful black person in a certain space is, do I now act like an angry black woman? Do I confront the person? Is it anybody's business? Do I act professional? You are, inundated with a lot of things. It's quite a complicated situation that I think society puts women in. There's a special word for it because you are put in that situation.
I don't think the word is social coercion.
That's what it is.
Which she was put in.
That's what I think it is. That's what I think it is.
Well, the words are social coercion. Okay, I'm very public about this thing. I've spoken about sexual violence in my space, and we talk about activism, right? So despite the fact that I have been victim of sexual violence and that I am an activist in that space, I have still been put into positions where I have not yet developed the skills, even though I'm in therapy, to deal with the social environments that social coercion dictates. So social coercion is being putting in a situation where people use their power, whether it's a political power, social power, physical power, strength, or whatever it may be, you find yourself complicit or being persuaded without realizing that you are part of the thing because you still have fear inside you and you don't know how to stand up for yourself. Look at this thing. This is the Ariana Grande situation. Remember, she freezes here on stage when she was being fondled by that priest at Aretha Franklin's funeral. I mean,
she's not laughing.
She's not laughing. She's terrified.
And there was actually a lot of conversation about analyzing her body language.
Yes.
She was
look at where his hand is.
Unbelievably uncomfortable. You can see it.
Okay, so
before you start diagnosing people with happiness.
But the thing is, the patriarchy, systemic violence, all of that kind of thing is all speaking to this. We're not defending anybody. We're just saying this is part of the argument that you don't often hear. However, I would like to hear this from an activist herself. And Nomzamo, if you are watching, this would be a wonderful opportunity to open up this conversation. If you would be interested in coming on the show, we can talk about why you're an activist. Is this something that you're passionate about? Is this something that you know about that you could share with us? Maybe not necessarily from a space of defense, but let's open up a conversation about true activism.
I was actually going to say that because it does feel like a lot of the times Nomzamo has to defend her actions, defend the things, defend the cover. So we'd really like to invite you here to really have a conversation so we can get to know you a little bit better. All right, thank you so much, Nina. It is now time to take an ad break. I think we need it. Can we dance?
Yes.
Welcome back. You're watching Trending SA live on SABC3. Shout out to DMX and his 47 children. Now, we are streaming both on Facebook and on TrendingSA.tv. Coming up later, our MCM guest. Maybe we can get him to serenade us a little bit, hey? Lungisa Xhamela will be here. So if you have any questions or comments for him, tag us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter using the hashtag #TsaOn3. Now, Musa, the jacket and the updates, it's over to you.
I'm going to put a full stop there. Just hold up a little bit. I just want to read some tweets from you. Let's see what you have to say to us. This one from Pinan. Hey.
Mama! I wasn't saying you must serenade.
All right. I've been waiting for that. That's right, Papi. Voice, Papi Muloy, Nina Hasty. Ha 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 ha. No, my crush, you look fab in green. #3.
Thanks, babes.
There we go. It really looks nice on you.
Thank you.
And then another one. Whoa. All right. This one from Don Chabalala saying, #challenge 94 to 2019. Awa, this is the same man.
For real?
No, don't lie to us.
I don't know
lie to
what
us. Don
happened.
Chabalala. Don, we are not children. You cannot lie to us, please.
What's it called? Hydroquinone.
Hydroquinone when I'm mom.
No, leave him alone, man. Now, keep giving us your likes and retweets. We like seeing them right here on the show, and we definitely love the love. So the first update for today, we take things to the hashtag that was weird.
So can we do that?
Oh,
Or
there
have we got
we
our
go,
screens
Titi.
back. Oh, our screens are back.
Sure,
You want to read
no,
that
no.
one?
All right, so I know what happened there. That was Don Chabalala. He heard you talk about the hydroquinone and he said, I'm going to send some lightning your way just to disrupt your systems. Let's continue with the tweet. So Z started things off and said, weird South African names, Xhosa name, Velapi, where do you come from?
Lala, there's nothing wrong with Velapi. Velapi, that could be like the last Lamaki, you know, the last born, you know, the mother's like 58 and didn't think she'd have any more kids. There we go, Velapi. Oh my gosh, we have shock hands.
Or the entire family could have a certain complexion and then this child comes with this complexion and the dad's like, but Ovela,
That is the truth.
you don't look like us, you know?
I hear you.
It's possible.
Very true. Another one coming through from Dimpo saying that we're South African names. Exhibit B, thankfulness. Backstory, many South African cultures like giving virtues as names. See also blessing, etc. Originally, these would be in the native language. This case, Kilebogile. But since colonialism, many parents translated into English.
Interesting. But Kasesotho, we say bitso lebi ke seromo. So it's all about the name that you're given is what you will then enact. So if you're given then you'll probably be someone who likes to be beautiful.
That's not the truth.
Who likes to be beautiful?
No, I've seen Abo Pinky that are as dark as me.
Hydroquinone, babe, hydroquinone.
And I don't believe it. Pinkies cannot be. Anyway, let's leave it for now. All right, going to another one. Severe is saying that we South African names. Senzeni, what have we done? What have we done? Well, listen, the name
Where have we done?
Everywhere.
Why have we done?
Because it was nice.
When have we done? All right, listen,
Friday.
the name that kept coming up under this hashtag, that is hashtag weird South African names, was, you guessed it, Matlaka.
Oh, wow.
Oh my.
What does that
And
mean
Patricia D here saying, we're South African names, Magatlakala. This name doesn't sit well with me. Why doesn't it sit well with you? Where does it not sit well with you?
But people have such an issue with the name Matlakala. You know, obviously, so Matlakala directly translated, I think in more like Kasital, is rubbish. There we go. There's Dimpo saying the thing.
Right. So, Exhibit A, Matlakala, rubbish or junk. Backstory, Julie gives to a child whose mother had survived multiple miscarriages. She's fatal deaths. Idea being set up that all child's bad luck from such a name.
So I've never heard that before, but what I did always understand growing up is that Matlakala also is like autumn leaves. So maybe that person was just born in August.
Yeah, as opposed to being called rubbish.
But, I mean, you'll never know.
But leaves are rubbish in winter. Right. But South Africans aren't the only ones with weird names, right? I recently came across this clip that was taken from the Queen of Talk, Oprah Winfrey, in '97, an interview that she did. And Oprah interviewed a young, sweet little girl with the longest name in the world, containing over 1,000 letters of
man.
No, I'm not joking. 1,000 letters of the alphabet. Now, before I show you the clip, And before you hear her pronounce her full name, I'm going to try pronounce the first 2 words of her name.
Let's try it together.
And just like that, the demons were cast out. Well, listen, if you don't know what this looks like, take a look.
What is her name?
It's Roshandy, Antonishan, Vision, Keeson, Simon, Drew, Shalinda, Shirkane, Ronquel, Ninja, Shamika, Shanet, Tamika, Shawa, Himian, Shakani, Satsan, Janish, Marine, Consari, Kirkanisha, Devon, Yvonne, Latani, Sivan, Tay, Pranki, Salaviva, Zamfisa, Jesslyn, Sajave, Loya, Vet, Sparkly, Sandra, Kate, Kati, Vishon, Orly, Vakashawa, Lisa, Nethy, Shots, Mekmone, Loisa. My middle name is Kunyan Scott.
Your middle name?
Wow.
Guys, those earrings match that name. And that exactly.
That fringe.
That fringe, the fringe, the earrings, and
Guys,
Oprah's expression.
Why are we shaming her?
It's that name is shocking.
Listen, the young lady goes by the name or the nickname Jamie, okay? So thank goodness. Now imagine that name being read out in an assembly, at a prize giving, at a formal function.
And you're
just sitting there for another 4 hours waiting for them to finish.
No, and it's her 4th award.
And the DAP scholar is going to be Rakanda Rakasha Shashabaraka. Listen, guys, have you guys heard of any other names? Yes? No? Weird ones?
Agatha.
Agatha.
Why would you call a baby Agatha?
Okay, that makes no sense. I agree. Fabi?
I mean, I think there are loads of interesting names. For me, it's always interesting when you name somebody after a person you've known, because that person, don't you think all of their attributes will also come through? That freaks me out.
Maybe a little.
Maybe a little.
Right.
Babe, I just think that most English names are quite funny. I mean, they're weird. I mean, where do they come from? Abo Samantha, what is that? Like what does it mean?
Samantha.
And Carla, King Carla. What is it?
Now, moving on to another hashtag. Of course.
No, I love it.
Oh.
Like everyone, the beginning of the year is here, and we're going to look into self-reflection. Nothing but self-reflection. It can take many forms, such as participating in the next hashtag that trended today. Hashtag 2008 versus 2018. Yeah. Now, through the pictures, some of you took to Twitter to share some of the 10-year growth that you've gone through, to show us all the crusty things you used to be to what you actually are right now. Or are you? This is what you had to say. Starting things off, this one is Kutlwa No Ditsela saying 2008 was a runner, unpaid intern on a former show called Before the Fame. And 2018, executive producer and founding partner of Siriti Films. What a come up. Another one here from Proverbs saying, isn't it funny how day by day nothing changes, but when you look back, everything is different? Aish mrepa, mangene boy. Another one from Leanne Man is saying 2008 versus 2018. Challenge accepted. One thing that hasn't changed is my love for black clothing.
So good.
Gonna check out one more to wrap things up. Show Machozi saying that in 2008 my family moved to Tanzania, which is why in 2018 I was able to release a song in Kiswahili. 2008 versus 2018. Now, because we are likers of things, we just also decided to jump in on this hashtag and give it a bit of a ta-da-da. I'm going to start things off. This is me then, and this is me now.
Nah.
I'm the same idiot, really. Nothing much
What were
has
you
changed.
doing, Musa?
This was a matric dance, so I pulled up my pants, and you could see the beautiful definition of my calf. It was just there. Look at that. Just
You have
a
a date
young,
one where you were with a little...
healthy.
That
No, I had a
doesn't
date.
say,
Imagine
that's
you. All right, let's check out Nina's.
Okay, so, and the first one, I'm making love to a pole.
Whoa. Okay.
If you look closely, my cigarettes are wrapped in my sleeve. I'm also obviously Hindu at this stage of my life, I think. I went through all the religions. And then I'm wearing either ginger Mary or stone cherry, because that's what we all wore at that stage of life.
Yeah.
And I'm drinking a beer, and I'm wearing some guy's cap from the tent that I crawled out of the night before at Okokopi.
You were whispering sweet nothings to that
I was
pole.
in love
Was
with that pole.
whispering back to you?
Of course, it was telling me, Nina,
That
go
pole.
forth and conquer.
All right, Bobby, yours?
Okay, so I always have to do the most. So I have 4 pictures, ne? And And the reason why I have these 4 pictures, so the very, very first one is from the first shoot that we did when I worked at the Joburg Youth radio station. And then when I moved from there, that's the 3rd picture. And the reason why I did it like this is because, you know, prior to maybe 2014, no one ever took pictures of my full body. It was always my face.
Why?
And then I discovered the gym and what, and I could take more pictures. So for me, like, it kind of is a very big deal, you know?
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'll take more pictures
Growth.
of your face. We'll continue on that thread. When now?
Either way, when I'm on. Oh, PTT, this one was posted by my beautiful friend, Cassandra. 2008, that was in Rosebank. I was in David Tlalia. We were going to some fabulous functions, feathers in our hair, as we do. And then 2018, we were at our house enjoying ourselves. We're still mates. How we met, we were both journalists for various newspapers. And she wrote about me, and then she was scared that I was going to beat her up. I'm like, girl, I don't beat people up. I wear feathers. So we're still friends.
Cute stories and weird stuff as well. Listen, that's the end of the update for today. Let me take a seat.
Yeah, take a seat.
Yeah, just take it all the way home.
Let's
All right.
walk, Nile walk.
And practice walking because you're... No, please
Wait,
come back.
hey,
Please come
hey.
back. We don't have petrol for the truck that you're going to need for that to be moved, because South Africans celebrated the good news of petrol prices going down by a very significant R1.84 per litre.
Yay.
There is another R1 expected to be shaved off of the price of petrol later this month. Now, this is the biggest drop in petrol prices in the history of South Africa.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
Drop?
But the issue is... Okay. However, it's not so good for our neighbors in Zimbabwe. All right. So President Emerson Mnangagwa announced that there would be a petrol hike on Sunday. It raises the fuel prices in that country by 200%. So this means that the price before was 18 Rand 50 per litre, and now it is a staggering 45 Rand and 81 cents per litre. That's not a hike, that's like going to the top of Everest. That is hectic. So what he said the issue is that it's the biggest shortage of gasoline in Zimbabwe at the moment, and that's the reason for the hike. So this increment really made people so upset across all cities in Zimbabwe, many taking to the streets to protest the hikes because of concerns of all of the knock-on effects that a price of petrol hike causes, right? Especially in a country already experiencing such a difficult economic climate. So due to the protests, hashtag shut down Zimbabwe, that started trending on my timeline as people took their frustrations out on Twitter. Have a look at some of the tweets. This one is from Maryland saying, it's very clear that this government has failed. You can't cure diarrhea by stitching the hole.
True. You can't.
We're coming for our land. We will not let it sink while we watch. We will give what it takes. This one from Tinodzai is saying, things fall apart in Zimbabwe. Prices already skyrocketing. Mazoe price shot up from $4 to $30 overnight. And if you know anything about juices that come in a concentrate, that one beats the one you're all drinking in your house. Mazoe, delicious.
That's literally like $400
Isn't that nuts?
for... Wow. All right. That's
Wow,
weird.
that's-
Well, listen. The situation in Zimbabwe made me curious as to what's going on. So I went out and investigated as to how much other countries in Africa are paying for their fuel. What I found out before was that Zimbabwe's record-breaking petrol hike was that Zambia was #1 in that spot with the most expensive petrol hike that used to be in Africa at that point in time. The global price on the website, of course, showed that the Zambian petrol was 23 Rand 95 cents a litre in January 2019, with an average value of petrol between the period of October and January the 7th, 2019, being around 21 Rand 59 cents before the recent increment.
Okay, so then I looked for the country in Africa that has the cheapest petrol price.
Oh, tell us.
That was the North Africa. Let's check your geography. North African country next to Morocco. Algeria. All right. So according to the January global petrol prices, Algerians pay a mere £4.95 per litre. This is the third lowest fuel price in the world. This could be because, I mean, their whole country, they're like the leading natural gas producer in Africa, also the second largest contributor or supplier to Europe, and it's one of the top 3 oil producers in Africa. So, screw, how about that?
Guys, to put things into perspective for South Africans in terms of cost in petrol, according to a Bloomberg article it found that South Africa is one of the worst countries in the world when it comes to the affordability of petrol prices. With an average daily income of around 2,000 rand, it takes 200 rand. It takes 6.53% of a day's wages to afford a litre of petrol in South Africa, compared to just 1.16% in Denmark and 1.36% in the Netherlands, which are countries with better transport systems than ours. With the world facing a shortage in oil and great demand increasing daily, we should expect more of these petrol hikes.
Yeah, I know, and it's quite sad. But I can tell you what is always interesting is when issues like this come up, you look at the young science students, you look at the kids who are, creating things that will bring more sustainable forms of energy. And I heard our president talking about the 4th Industrial Revolution being upon us. That's who we need to go and support, because that's how our country is going to change. We're going to take a very quick break, but we're going to sit here because we don't have petrol to go anywhere. So just
don't move.
Stay tuned.
No ispakia lula, bachimwa amarula, madola maranz mapula, nasi tiri kujgamula, pashoda XQ tot hallelujah, nirkungo kaya pressure mumedula, HKT iri kupigarula, pari papuresha isindi sutarula, ndoda kufara koshikanda admiti wapa mopeta kungechigulani, matira buru esenda mapisa nemoto safaya president tulani, ngabinda buru ayobondi biga jimoko zopura zuchitis kupani, sacha na mopandira wiwanese mukwende wangu.
To be back. Welcome back. You're still watching Trending SA live on SABC3. Keep sharing your comments and all of your love. Would you like me to introduce tonight's MCM?
Come on now.
All right.
Come on with it.
Do it. You can do it.
Okay.
Sha. Tonight's guest is okay, I'm talking now. Okay, 1 minute. Tonight's guest is a bubbling under South African Afro soul singer and songwriter from the Eastern Cape. He first caught our attention as one of the contestants on a popular music competition show, and he has since released several singles which have dominated the airwaves. Notably, and you'll know this one, his 2018 hit single I Love Letter, which trended at #1 on the day of its release. He recently signed with one of the country's biggest recording labels, Gallo Records, and now he's here to talk to us and to you, ladies and gentlemen, our MCM, Lungisa Xhamela! Hello, welcome, have a seat.
You guys good?
Very good. He still hasn't unbuttoned his top.
I do so.
Okay.
Did right.
Jungle.
Welcome to our show. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So I listened to I Love Letter in preparation for this interview like 50 times today, and it was raining, like it just was the right setup to hear such a song. Wow. So from a musical point of view, my question very professionally is, who was that love letter written to? Did she receive it, and how did the cows actually get there? Thank you, over to you.
Wow. All right, thanks for having me firstly. The song was written by Unsiga Nganga.
The soil.
The Soil,
Here we go.
yes. He wrote the song, and well, I can't really say it's for someone because he wrote it. But obviously, I've been through those kind of love situations, and I can relate. So
I mean, it's beautifully
I can relate to that.
articulated, and
Yeah.
the musicality is wonderful. I mean, you've had quite a hit over 2018.
I did.
What's your biggest highlight?
I think my biggest highlight was signing with Gallo, because as young artists, the best thing that we want is for a big label to take you seriously and to recognize you and push you.
So how does that change the game? Does it become an international game? Does it become more of a money game? How does that change the game?
Well, I've always wanted to go international. So I think signing with Gallo just secured that possibility.
Okay.
So now that we've got Gallo, we've got fifth season, the movement of my brand is moving quite quickly.
Yeah.
So it just solidifies everything and puts everything in perspective. And I'm happy. I'm excited, man.
Nice.
I'm really excited.
Let's talk about the beginning of how we get to know you. You're on a musical show.
Yes, sir.
With 1,000 other people. You're waiting in lines all day, and you make it to like the stages where people go out and start voting. But I want us to have a look at something because there's a performance that you did by George Michael.
Sure.
And I want to ask you a little something about that.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
Inside my head, lay down with me and tell me no lies, just hold me close, don't patronize.
'Cause I can't make you love me if you don't. You can make your heart feel something that it won't. And there's a story about that.
Let's hear the
about that particular song and the time that I performed it. I remember I just got into the top 16 of South African Idols, and I sort of chose a song that wasn't right for the time. I think it was kind of a groovy song, some Trey Songz song. I didn't do so well that week. But the judges saved me, and I was in top 10. I was getting a lot of criticism for that previous, So I think it was
selection.
kind of song selection. So I think that was kind of a message that I can't make you love me if you don't. But at the same time, I'm here to show you that I actually am very talented, and this is what I can actually do.
Well done. Nice.
Yeah.
So you've been singing since you were young, like most singers, and the come up. What music was playing in your house on Sundays? What genre were you singing along to? What was the songs that your folks played?
I grew up to a lot of gospel music. My father's a pastor, and yeah, and Sabata. So we went to church on Saturdays. Go to church on Saturdays, and I think mostly a cappella music, gospel songs, and it's something about gospel that just makes you rooted, I guess. So I think that the best inspiration I got from my music was from gospel.
But it's also like a richness of voice that it gives you.
100%, a soulfulness.
It's the soul, that's
Yeah.
it, exactly.
Yeah.
masilantuze masithethe ngabanye abantu ngokuthiwa wena bugroova ngulantuza kwingoma ka-afrotraction kule summer.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about that song. Intoni echazileyo ngaloo ngoma?
Afrotrack is amazing. He's an amazing artist.
Yeah.
And very, and people don't really know who he is. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'd love to do something with him.
Nice one. That was my next question. Collaboration.
Yeah, I'd really love to do something with him. And the song that I loved this summer was Kule Sama.
Yes.
by Afrotraction. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I'd like to work with him. If Gallo's listening, 5th season.
It's gonna happen.
People, please.
We know.
So here's the thing, put it together because you already have the record label.
Yeah.
Already you've got the PR company / management.
Yeah.
Is there an album that you're putting together already, or are you just taking it easy, enjoying the signing bonus that you got?
Yeah, I'm so excited because I've started on my album. It's a debut album. I've never had an album before, so it's very exciting to actually have opportunity to work with such big names, such good producers, and a great team to have behind you.
Names?
And I'm in a great place in terms of my life, you know, personally. So everything that I'm writing is out of love, out of being in a really, really great place. So
Because
it's
how do
really
you
exciting.
juggle all of this newness in your career, and you've got a little girl, you've got
Yeah.
a life as a human being.
Yeah.
How do you make all of that family and career work?
It's not really hard because it's part of my life.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I've always been family orientated, so it's not really work. It's
And
just
Sabata, you support each other.
100%. Yeah.
beautiful.
So I think it's not really something that I think about, but it's just something that I live and I enjoy doing.
Awukotoli, Fuba.
Okay.
Give us some of your plans for 2019. Maybe you can even give us a
Yeah.
sneak peek into who you're collaborating with on your album.
Yeah, 100%. That's like I said, doing the album. And, you know, I've been working with Eternal Africa, producer. I've been working with, obviously, Ntsika, like I said.
Beautiful.
And Mifaku, a beautiful singer that's upcoming right now.
Oh,
And,
nice.
yeah, we're going to work on really great things this year, man. Because
Any relation to Alexis Faku?
I don't know.
Oh, we don't know.
I have no
Okay.
idea.
Maybe it's just like a famous surname.
Like Moloi.
That's why she's my friend. Listen, we wish you everything of the best.
Thank
We've
you so
enjoyed
much.
listening to your music, and we cannot wait for the album to come out. This is our MCM, everybody. Lungisa Xhamela! Yes! Oh, Lolo. All right, we're going to take a very quick break. This is Trending SA on SABC3.
Must be on your mind, and it feels like I've been gone for a long. I'm living my life. I know it feels like I've been gone for a long time. I've been coming. I know I must be on your mind. And it feels like I've been gone for a long time. You've been all alone. I will be coming back home. So just don't think about it. 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 Yeah. Face all your fears, baby. Just wipe all your tears, 'cause I'll be right there, just to stay close to you. I'm living my life.
I mean, if I live skin saw me, man, I'm feeling good. We go 10 up, 10 up. Yeah. One time for my mama, 2 times for the mommy, yeah. 3 times for my squad, 4 times for the tenor.
Squad. And we are back. This is Trending SA on SABC3. Before we sign out tonight, Siskuli, you have our first What's Up on WhatsApp for the week.
Mnazangai, on tonight's WhatsApp on WhatsApp, we take a look at how people could be reacting to the end of Good December, boss. Take a look, Malkan, Lama Miserable, Chonkani.
Akone sende okumincila akone sende shikleyo
Mamela, utini blonde girl kampine kakhona utini?
Ukungayazi bayizobonga uJanuary ngongoku iphelile zincile yonke le chomi sami akone sende okumincila akone sende shikleyo
That's hilarious. And a massive massive shout out to those parents who have taught their children to speak such clear Xhosa.
Yes.
That's it for tonight. We're back again on your screens tomorrow night, 22:30 p.m. right here on SABC3. This is Nina Hasty. I'm Babi Molloy, Kuli Roberts, and Musam Tombeni. We love you so much.